Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. Episode 19, Ign'ant Sports.
Yes, sir.
We got it all today, man. We got NFL news. We got covering Week 21 recap of the NBA, and then our Week 22 picks, which we just found out that they cover them by weeks on the actual NFL or NBA official. So we're gonna start doing that now.
Yeah. I guess you could say via the website, and I mentioned it via the YouTube page at least. So it was
Yes,
like,
exactly.
At
Well,
least
no,
they
that's
do
a
it that
great
way,
indicator.
But it does seem like they kind of could do it that way on you can say on the NBA website because it literally says week 22 in the date. So it's just we'll say it's the less common way to say to go
Right.
about it.
But just a little bit easier
It's
for the
not
way that we want to do it because we're going to be doing one
exactly.
NBA video a week focusing, on the Friday games. But we do want to touch on all the games because it was a bunch of, awesome stuff. But yeah, let's start off with some NFL moves. I think last week, we had some spice a little bit here. We had the Carson Wentz. We had Khalil Mack. We had,
Yep.
I forget what the other one was. Anyway, Carson, Khalil, and Russell.
Yes. Because
And
I was
Russell.
like,
I like there
I
had to
just
be
closed it out. So yeah, I was like, I just closed it out. So I was like, I don't know, I'm trying to really remember.
there had to be like an actual, a big one. So this week we got some real big ones. Some real big.
Yes. So yeah, the Amari Cooper,
Dallas
as
is
my boy
always,
here.
big news.
Yeah, big news. Big stadium and all that. Do things big,
Everything's
Texas.
bigger. Yep.
So yeah, that.
To the Browns, that's a little Odell-esque, right? To the Browns, kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah,
big name, big player, big city, small
yeah,
team.
yeah. I kind of was like with these trades going on, I was like, I'm not gonna quite know how to feel about them because I was like, I don't know how these trades go, how things are, and we've kind of touched on it before. How is this kind of seems like it's much easier to see players get traded left and right in the NFL league than the NBA.
Right.
So yeah, it's just still just something that's still hitting me like a reality check. Like this
Yeah.
is how the NFL works. Like
And speaking of,
but I get it.
I guess Amari would be a good way to segue into. I know it's not an actual trade, but do you hear? We didn't talk about this one yet. That Baker actually asked for a trade, and then it got immediately, denied.
Yeah. I was seeing his name, and I was kind of like, what's going on? I don't really care.
But then I also heard Cleveland was trying
Just
to
like this
talk
guy.
about Deshaun Watson, and I'm like, these are like some really like lateral moves. Like we are not
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
any better at all.
Yeah. Like and with him, I've been mostly seeing the whole still whatever case, I don't know
Whatever
if
it
it's
is,
sexual
yeah,
assault or
yeah.
whatever
I'm
it
not
is,
even
but
about that, man. I'm trying to.
it's something I'm not trying to get involved
Right,
with. Not have no case like that in my life. Let's just say that.
right. I got no
So
interest
yeah,
in his personal life. I'm just in
yeah.
it for the football.
So wish him the best so he can get back to it. Just like Baker's, I was like, yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah.
And
So then we
sure
had.
go.
Want to talk about your boy? Want to talk about? Well, I got two boys. Let me talk about my mini boy first. So we lost my corner,
Yeah.
bro. My J.C. Jackson. I'm gonna say my other boy for last. My J.C. Jackson. That's a tough one because our defense was really rock solid this last year, and I don't know where the Patriots are going. Like, it seems like we're going down by virtue of every other team in the AFC getting so much better.
Right.
So yeah, J.C.
Exactly.
Jackson down to the Chargers now, which is seeming like a building Super Bowl contender, and they
Yes.
seem like they were one last year. I can't believe they still didn't make the playoffs, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. They like we talked about Mac being there, and now another defensive threat possibly.
And they already have a good
and
quarterback. They already had a decent defense, so yeah, could be
yeah,
crazy.
is yeah.
And to
It's not
stay in the
hurting.
same, and this I know this one's gonna hurt you a little bit now, but to stay in the same conference, the Raiders got a new pickup, man, and all they had to give up was a couple draft picks.
Exactly, and
I wonder how
you had
Aaron Rodgers
mentioned,
feels
if I'm not
about that.
mistaken, yeah. I'm seeing everything.
I bet he's so mad he made his decision already, bro. And now that they trade Devontae,
I meant to do more research to see exactly because I kind of seen some or I think the video I was watching. Because do you know James Jones? He was
sounds
a
familiar.
decent wide receiver for Green Bay. I think all his seasons, if not most.
We re-signed James White, by
And
the way. Sorry to interrupt, but that's big for us. We need a little bit of running
right.
presence.
Yeah, definitely that. But yeah, of course, like with him being on whatever ESPN segment this is or whatever show from YouTube, they were all looking at him like, so yeah, so you got the insides, like like you and Devontae are kind of boys, and he's like, yeah, you did answer,
Mm-hmm.
but I think he was saying him like Aaron kind of knows, or they kind of had talked about it, or I seen it
Mm.
somewhere where it's like I think Aaron kind of knew, but the question is like when did he know? So it's just I know still at the end of the day it still hurt like whenever he did find out, and it was
Right.
just like that's how you feel like well, I don't know. I would think it's bittersweet because
Because
it's just
I'm
like
I'm
at
pretty
least
sure they had something last year where they were just talking about how Aaron reached out and was like, "Oh, you've been like the best wide receiver I've ever had," or this, that, the other thing. So I feel like they were pretty tight.
yeah, no, yeah, definitely that they were pretty tight, and that's something like it's bittersweet. It's just like I stayed, and it's kind of like a little bit like it's a small piece. I stayed because of you, because it's like I had
Mm-hmm.
you could have tried to work like I said. I think I said past episode like try to work Cobb in there some more because I felt like he didn't
Right.
really wasn't the same Cobb like he used to be. Um, and then still work with MVS and Lazard. But now it's like, yeah, MVS Lazard, for sure gonna have to step up to be second and third. And for sure Cobb is, from my understanding, still staying with us just for a smaller pay cut. So it's like, all right, Cobb, like let's do it. Let's see, if we got that magic still.
Yeah.
So it just sucks. It definitely hurt. Even though I'm gonna still support Rams first before Green Bay now, but just to see my boy Rogers have it a little bit tougher on the offensive side. But happy for Adams, at least he's going to Raiders to his boy Carr. So
True. Yeah.
there,
Like you
there's
mentioned
there's
before.
some yeah, there's some relationship there, and that makes sense for that move. So this is
Mm-hmm.
not like totally random.
Now about your Rams though, like this one hurts us both, man, because like your team gets worse and then my division gets harder.
Yeah. So yeah, the whole Von Miller leaving, and I was just like,
Not only did he leave, bro, he signed 6 year deal.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
I was
that's saying he's here to stay. He's probably here to end out his career.
yeah, because he's definitely up there. Like I think I just checked, it was like 32, 33, maybe
Mm,
some for sure early 30s. So
yeah,
he'd definitely be retiring if he wanted to hold
he's one
out
of
to
those
the end.
elite players too, who I feel like goes out a little earlier than later.
Yeah, he might. I mean, especially in the defensive end, like you banging a lot. So I mean, good for him. You got his. Some people do that. In the leagues, where they get their ship and they bounce and be like, yeah, let me get onto this team. Like,
Hmm.
if they think they the next contenders, they're good enough contenders. So
So then
I
we
was I was skeptical. Just to say a little bit on that.
about
I was
what?
skeptical when he did come because I was like, I not that I don't believe in
Oh,
his presence, and I know he was.
I thought he would have stayed, man. I don't know. Why were you skeptical?
I was skeptical in the sense of him coming, like the whole Matt Stafford and Jared. What is it, Jared? What was your name, Jared Goff? My whatever the other young quarterback was
Uh,
we trade. I
J-
was
J-
like,
yeah, Jared, I think.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I'm like, I'm
It's
sorry, I
just
would have
Goff,
known you,
man. I
but
don't think he has a
yeah,
first
right,
name.
yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, I was like that whole trade, like it was like I'm not new, I'm new to this whole NFL thing, so it's just like I know Matt's probably good, and I don't know if it's the whole Detroit thing. So same thing with Von. I was just like, is Von still got it? Like I know he was Super Bowl, and I kind of was or saw that or heard about the news,
Hmm.
but it's like, can you really be that presence for us to help with Aaron Donald and stuff? So
I mean,
it's like, yeah, he
Von's
showed
been a
it.
threat,
He
man, in the AFC for
he did
years. I've been
enough.
watching Denver and hating Denver forever. So Von, I knew that. I didn't know about Stafford. I'm with you. Like I didn't know if like just 'cause Detroit. We don't know if it's
Yeah.
Detroit or if it's him and Detroit or
Yep.
whatever it
It's
is.
just, yep.
But
Exactly.
Von, I was pretty confident that was going to be a pretty nice acquisition for y'all. I am
Yeah.
surprised
So
that he left
yeah.
though, like so quickly. But
Yeah.
hey,
No. No. But yeah.
I'm sure it
Yeah.
was a money
Exactly.
situation. Wanted to get paid. That's that the other thing.
Yeah. That's always. It's like either it's that or it's like that championship or a combination of both. It's like
Hmm.
I think
And
this
now
is a
he's
better
definitely got a
championship
little
and
combination of both.
yeah.
Like that could be. Whew, against Mahomes and
Exactly.
all them. I mean, against us twice a year, bro. I gotta face Von Miller twice a year now. I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible.
Right. And then one other one that almost slid under the radar with Allen Robinson, somebody who came from Chicago and started his days in Jacksonville, the wide
Hmm.
receiver. He's another one where it's like, I'm not quite sure. Are you on you on the later in the wash up side? He's only 29. Yeah. So he'll be 29 this year. So that's still kind of young.
And where'd he go to again?
Um,
I did.
to Rams.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
So yeah, so from
Oh yeah,
Chicago
yeah.
to
Wide
Rams.
receiver, right? You said.
Yeah, yeah, wide
Okay,
receiver. Yeah. So from Chicago to
that's
Rams,
what's up.
and so yeah, so that's cool because we were out of Robert Woods this season, all season,
Hmm.
basically, and then got lucky to get OBJ to help Cooper.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be OBJ, Cooper, Allen, and Woods. If I didn't say him right,
So
that's
that'll be
what
pretty
one, two,
crazy
three. Yeah,
offense.
yeah,
The
crazy
show
offense.
on
So
turf is the great show on turf is back, man, in LA.
yeah, yeah.
We, yep. That's. I'm like, look at my list. I'm like, I think
I
that's
think
everyone, but yeah,
if not, we come back
that's
next
everyone
week.
but Tom Brady. That's everyone but
You
Tom
are
Brady.
exactly,
That's everyone but
exactly,
Tom Brady.
exactly.
So Tom
And
Brady taking his 40-day vacation,
yeah,
just pulling
yeah,
that gotcha card,
yeah. I've
that
seen plenty of
Yahtzee.
memes, and it's been quite fun to see that everybody's take on his
Mm-hmm.
little short retirement.
Yo, I'm
And it's
so
just
glad
like
that I didn't have to pick my last Tom Brady game, man. This is just fantastic for me. Like the one more year at least. So now here's the question, I guess. We'll mark it down here, man. This will be like an extra prop bet. I'll set the over under, man. You choose it. Over under on how many seasons Tom Brady has left in the NFL, which is a question I never thought I'd really get to say again.
right.
I'm gonna put it. No, no. I'm gonna set the line, and
Oh,
then
okay, okay. Go
and
ahead,
then you
go ahead,
pick it. I just
go
some
ahead, go ahead.
random little thing. Let's say I've briefly thought about this. Let's say it's either gonna be 1.5 or 2.5. I'm gonna put it at 2.5,
Um,
and then we'll just come back and see.
yeah, right. So I'm gonna say under.
Okay.
Um,
Hater.
and yeah, well, yeah, yeah, no, no, no. So yeah, no, no, because not even hater, because the fact that you said 2.5, I'm willing to give him two, to give you exact number. I
Yeah.
think two,
Yeah, I
and
think
he
two.
might want to push for three, but yeah,
Right. I just think that 3 is a great fun number, so I'll root for 3. I figure 1.5 is like too easy of a pick, and I wouldn't want to root for the under on that. So
exactly.
let's go the other way, for sure.
Yeah,
Cool, man. Yeah,
yeah.
it's just great to see him back. Maybe Gronk comes back. Who knows? And I didn't really. I was honestly, man, like little sad too that I wasn't gonna be like side rooting for Tampa no more because like that was a fun little ride of just having a different team because I'd never in my entire life rooted for a different team in the NFL than the Patriots. So I'm very excited that we got our man back in the league.
Yeah,
Got our man back in the league.
right. I
They got my man back.
he did leave too. Am I tripping?
Who, Gronk?
Yeah,
No, he just has not like confirmed re-signed or anything yet.
yeah. Okay, okay, okay.
He's like
I was
because it was his
seeing
last season
okay.
on his contract and all that nonsense.
Okay, Tony. Okay, because I was like, yeah, he's still in the Russian. Okay, because I wasn't quite sure because I saw something like that, and I was kind of like, but then again, when I thought about it, like I was like, I'm pretty sure it's something to it, and that would make sense. Like some of these people are signing like 1 year kind of
Hmm.
things and stuff like that.
So yeah, a
But
couple
yeah,
players to look
okay.
out for, man. Like let's see if Garoppolo's. I'm sorry, I was gonna say let's see if Gronk signs, and I was also saying it's crazy how we haven't seen Garoppolo go nowhere yet. Like that, he was all the talk on the offseason, this that. So let's keep a watch out for Gronk, for Garoppolo, and a couple other players. Next week we might have some more NFL stuff.
Yep, it's getting juicy.
Hmm.
I hope it don't get any more juicy. Like,
Hey man, I'm all for it, man. Patriots need a little
I
something,
mean, no,
something.
you know what I mean. In a sense, like I want us to get more good pieces than
Right?
rather than
Yeah, yeah.
So
Sometimes rolling the
I mean,
die ain't gonna get you where you want to go.
yeah. I mean, but like I said, at the end of the day, it's a win for me because, like I said, I'm this is the season I was choosing. I'm gonna root for LA first before Green Bay. So my LA's doing right.
Yep, I feel you.
At least we make up for the on the offensive side for what we losing on the defensive side. So
Cool. Well, you
yeah,
want to jump over to the recap of NBA Week 21?
yes,
Cool,
let's
man.
do the
So I know that we might have had a little bit of stipulation beforehand with the scores and everything. We can compare our numbers real quick. I had for you, I think for the week, I had you for 11, 9, and 1 with the 2 days because we did Fridays all day picks and then we did Tuesdays picks. Tuesday was only 4 games each. Not sure if that sounds accurate to you.
that does, but I will not lie to you. I was leaving that for you on that because I at
All
least
good.
did
All good. I got
the
it.
yeah,
I
did
got
the
it all.
score If I didn't make that clear before we start recording, I did my score of
Oh, you took
the
care of your
five
right. I feel you.
5 games,
I feel
but
you. I
apparently
thought you meant just for your notes and everything, but all good.
yeah, like for the notes, like so apparently I instead of 8 out of 15, I think I got a 7.5, which you which is what you trying to say.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
spoiler alert.
Right. Um, and then I think I was at 15, 6, and 0, so that brings us up to you're at 31, 20, and 1. I'm at 34, 18, and 0, so I think that means I'm up by 2.5. 2.5. So a little back and forth, but hey, one thing that I didn't bring up earlier because I want to get like a genuine little like congrats to us, man. So we've picked collectively 52 games each. Yup, 52 games each. And if we were actually putting money on this, man, we're doing pretty damn good. Like right now, like
Right.
it's like because we look at it as like man, like I'm up a couple games, you were up a couple games last time, I was up a couple games to start, so it's like it seems like it's tight back and forth. But if we look at it, say we were just playing against an actual bookie,
Right.
31, 20, and 1, that's making money. 34 and 18 and 0, that's not sustainable. Like I'm definitely running hot. Like there's no way. So I just want to say that at least we're doing pretty good so far. So that's why maybe adding in some more picks in the future ain't a bad idea. Bring us back down to earth. Because honestly, man, after 50 games, I thought we might be like 10 and 40. Truth be told, I didn't know if we'd be good at this or not.
Yeah,
And
when
I
you
think it's a little
explained it to
beginner's luck
me,
too, honestly.
yeah, when you explained it to me, I feel like it's to be honest, I felt like it wasn't going to be too hard because I was like, it's the NBA, so I mean, not even a little. It's going to be way easier than the NFL. Like, I think, like,
Maybe yeah, on a game to game
um,
basis because you get to see like once you get familiar with the teams. But we'll see. Maybe we both go real bad this week, so who knows?
yeah. So, but what I'm getting at is just like with the whole point. So, like how we first talked about is like is 200 like a 210 between 220 is that like the new norm now for like games? And it's
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
or it's like possibly it's always been the new norm.
Right.
I've been not really paying attention. I've been out of the loop. So
Exactly.
it's like yeah, okay. Now once I learned that, I was like okay, now I got that down.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course it's just learning like who's on what team, and
Right.
so it's like okay, now trying to decide who's gonna win.
Of course.
Which some of my picks this week I was kind of like, what the hell was I thinking? But yeah, we get there.
Do you want to go left to right like last week? We got all
Yeah, we
these
can.
games. Cool. So I mean, this we're gonna basically kind of touch on deeper some games, maybe scroll over some other games. I feel like this for me might be like a scroll over game. All I really have to say is I was just surprised that Orlando was able to do so good because they were. I think I had Minnesota was -7. They were minus. They were a 7 point favorite. So I mean, Orlando burned me the first time. They came back with the 8 point advantage or 8 point win on the second time.
Right.
So that's pretty good. I mean, it's another one of those situations where it's like, what am I gonna do? Just be like, oh, who do they got again? Oh, Mobambo, yeah, cool. So like, Wendell Carter, cool. But it's like, it was something special to me. It was just a little surprising that they won so handily. But this is where I'm not, super familiar with the league yet. And once again, we'll get there.
Yeah, exactly. And just looking at the box score real quick, yeah, you would think it's kind of surprising, but not really, because when knowing like I've mentioned, only Russell, Cat, and Anthony Edwards is really the threats. That's three out of your starting five,
Right.
and you still got a bench to work with. So it's just like, yeah, as long as Mobama gets some help to match with the other two, then like you have a fighting chance, and that's what ended up happening. So,
So that one I
good
was
job for
wrong
them.
on the Minnesota -7. I was right on the under 233. 233 just seemed like a big number for Orlando. I didn't think Orlando would put up
Yeah,
their half of the
definitely.
bargain. Like they definitely did, but then Minnesota didn't win. So it's
Exactly.
whatever.
Yep.
What do we got
Enough
next?
of
Oh,
that.
we had the first tie ever for
Yeah.
the NBA.
Clippers.
So
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
that's how you got your one man. You're the tie king, man. You've gotten the only two ties so far on IAS.
Right, exactly.
Hashtag Ign'ant Sports. Share with your friends. Tell your
Exactly.
friends. Comment down below.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
Hashtag.
but yeah, so that was you had Clippers by 6, and they were by 6. Exactly.
Yeah.
So we call that a wash. So you get the tie point there, which is good. At least no L, but no dub.
Exactly. Yeah,
No,
it's better
you
than
got the
nothing.
under, which is good. It was 228.5.
Yep.
But but Clippers, that was a tough one though, because I feel like, you know, Atlanta's a better team, so that might
Yeah.
have been one of those like, why'd I pick that things?
Yeah, so when I was like I said, I was like, oh, let me go do it kind of like for the first second time this since we're doing this. I was like, let's go have some fun and see. And I was kind of like, I don't remember. I would have to go look back at this section. Was I thinking about who did I mention anybody in the Clippers? Thinking like because I was like I gotta remember. I think I knew Paul George and Kawhi were going to be out. So
Well, let me
Clippers.
interject and give you a stat real quick that I know that I have an advantage on that I want you to know about. And this is all because like we're very new to the betting thing in here, but I still have a little bit more experience. Whenever I'm doing this, you actually have not yet taken the points and that team to lose yet. Every time you pick a team, you also pick them to win. So I feel like you just haven't necessarily like this might have been one of those times where you wanted to take Clippers +6 and then Atlanta to win because you know Atlanta's a better team. So
Yeah,
usually whenever you take, I mean, I'm thinking like I didn't check episode 1, but I went back and I checked the week before, but every single one you have is to like I've never written to lose under your name
right,
for any pick.
right.
So and you know, like we discussed before, you wouldn't do that, of course, if you're taking the favorite. But if you're taking the points, you might, you know, not believe in them, especially if it's big points. Like that's why, like, I still think you got lucky on that OKC one. But anyway,
I mean, I did. I definitely
no, that's all
did.
good. But I think I only want to bring that to your attention so that maybe today, if you see some that are like, all right, that's a lot of points, and I think that team's better, you might want to hedge your bet. But hey, man, I've been doing that, and I've still been getting messed up half the time. So nothing's a guaranteed thing.
And would you bring that up? I might have meant to do that. But who knows? Like I would have to go back and look again at last episodes to see exactly what we talk about when it
Right.
came because I know like I would say it's tough because it's Clippers like somewhat starting five plus a backup or two backups, and then Atlanta's I guess starting five because I don't think nobody really is injured on their side, and it's just like their starting five is really nothing compared any different. You got one superstar out there only, so
Right.
so yeah, so it's like a still even chance if Clippers play good basketball, and that's a I mean they almost play good enough,
Almost.
but yeah, so it's like that loss wasn't too bad, it's like dang, like
Right.
I wish I did say that, but it is what it is. Like good job to the Clippers. At least that's a silver lining in your book, at least that like okay, we was able to hold up with them without our two stars, so
True.
hopefully when it comes down to
But
the playoffs, we have to see in the finals.
But this leads into the next game pretty well because I was able to make the expert call, the 3 for 3. I think I only had two. Yeah, we each had two 3 for 3s. And this was one of mine because I saw Detroit was +14. I was like, give me them points. And it's crazy
Yeah.
too, man, because I actually watched this game. So this is one of the few ones that I have like a little bit more on just because I watched it. It was Boston was, I want to say, it's funny too that I watched it the other day. Let me look at the score real quick. I want to say Detroit was winning, and then Detroit was still doing decent. I was like, all right, I need them to run out of steam. But then they ran out of too much steam, bro. And then Boston was up by like 20. And I'm like, no, that's too big of a steam run out. And then I literally turned my head, and the clock's about to run out, and Boston's only up by 10. And I'm like, yes. So I feel like I got really lucky with that. Although 14 points does seem like a lot. But then again, Detroit was winning for so much, and I'm forget if it was right before or right after the All-Star break. I won't say right before the All-Star break, and I know we've touched on this, but they did beat Boston right when they were red hot. So I thought 14 points was a lot too. And then the over was 216, which just seems like really low. And
Yeah.
yeah. So that was an example of like an easy, I would say, take the points in the other team to win.
Yeah, you said the over 16, 216, and you barely got it by one.
Yeah, that was a nice one, bro. That was a nice one. I thought when I was counting that up too, I was like, they know. They know.
They know. You said it. He's like, I don't know how they know, but they know.
Right, they know. I'm not surprised anymore, man. Like, when I see, I was like, by one, dude, to me, one now, at first, one was like, whew, now one is like, exactly. That's right. That's exactly right. I
Yeah,
said above 260, and I did not say by how many. I just said above.
exactly, right?
Could you
Right.
imagine if you had to do that for the over-under? Oof, that'd be tough. Like, with the way you have to do for the actual
Because
point
I look
spread.
at this next game, Charlotte and New Orleans, like 142. Was that a, is there is that was that a that was that's a regular
That's a
game?
regular
No,
game, bro. That was a regular
like
game. I saw
gosh,
the
Lee
same thing
Charlotte.
too. I saw the same thing too. So who was that? Who had that? I think I had that actually. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
yours. Yeah,
So I
Charlotte.
Charloti. So like this is one of those things we keep talking about. This is one of those times we're finally getting a little more with the roster. Hayward, right? They have Gordon Hayward. Um, no,
No,
no. I'm thinking.
yeah, well, they do, but he's hurt.
Wasn't he playing? Oh, he is inactive. Damn, you're right. No, you know what it is? He was playing. I was watching basketball.
Okay.
Shocker, everyone. I was watching basketball. Gordon Hayward was playing basketball within the time of this game taking place and this recording taking place. So Gordon Hayward is. That's why I thought he might have been back for this game.
Okay.
But because we're getting to know the roster, we got to talk about Thomas, talk about Secretary, talk about that's about it. But anyway, so I know that roster a little bit more than Pelicans, and I still think, is Zion still out? Yep, Zion's still out. So we kind of touched on that last time. I'm like, all right, so let's go with that. 2.5 doesn't seem like that big of a number, but then I got wrong. I scratched it out. I'm going to not scratch it out next time. 229.5 was the under. And I didn't picture Charlotte putting up that 142 bomb.
Exactly. Nobody did.
Let's
They
see
had a 42.3
I was
quarter.
just looking at I was like, what quarter did it all come in? Because we've seen some teams, we're not going to mention who or when, where, how, have put up, 40-point quarters. But 40, you don't see it usually more than once or twice in a year, let alone in a couple weeks.
Yeah, they almost did it 3 times that whole game.
Literally, bro. Literally, that's a fact. Like the first quarter was the only reasonable quarter.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Good for them, though.
Exactly. Yeah. No. So that was a good one. I felt decent about that. It's funny too. Like all my games came up first when I was doing the score. So like, here we got another one. This one, I actually feel pretty good about this one because I took Dallas -11, 11-point underdog favorite, and they won by 13. So I basically just counted on Houston having very little depth and very little defense historically. They just haven't been. Apparently, they have very little offense now too without Harden. So they've been letting up points. I was not. I thought they'd have a little more offense. Sorry, I got to look close again. I think it was 228. I'm reading. So they were, bro. I was down by 15, and I said over. So I just pictured Houston having poor defense and that it being a high-scoring game, and apparently Houston has not that. Both teams didn't have that great of offense. So 113, 100, but that was another 2-pointer, and I felt bad about that. But I honestly can't tell you a ton of how, when, where, or why it happened. This was definitely one of those games where I just checked the box after the fact. There was a few of those that I had for sure.
Right.
And I watched a lot of highlights, but this just wasn't one of them.
I'm trying to. Oh wait.
Oh no, I lied. You know who I seen on this game was KJ Martin was playing. What were you gonna say?
So this Trey Burke guy, and I might have touched on him whenever we started doing this again. But it's been that long because he started his season in 2013, 2014 with Utah, and yeah, he was a name I for sure would have to look up to see like where are you at now.
Yep.
And you have to see that he's there now. So yes, he had decent points.
Cool. But yeah, aside from Luka, I mean that's like really the team. I can keep an eye on Mr. Powell, but really,
yeah.
And I saw a few people in Houston going kind of crazy. Like KJ Martin was doing alright, Kevin Porter Jr. was doing alright.
Yeah, like
very lackluster roster. Jalen Green was doing alright too.
Yeah, and that's lucky of Dallas for that to happen because for the fact that Lucas had to score 30 and they still barely only won by 13 and had
they covered, man. Covering's pretty big. They covered that 11, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like for Luka to have to score that much just for them to barely still win,
13's
over this
not
kind of
barely, bro. 13's like a damn near blowout in this NBA. And not blowout, you know what I'm saying? But
what I'm getting
13 is a good win, man. 13 is not barely.
So what I'm getting at is not the points, it's just the points is correlating with the roster is what I'm saying.
Sure.
So the fact that Jalen and Kevin is really the only offensive threats, like a washed up Aaron Gordon and then a possible KJ Martin, So this is like that 13 could have went to Jalen Green easily because he averages, I'm pretty sure, probably like a 20 at least, so that'd be 24, and I could have been like going this overtime,
Right.
So Luka, he definitely was like, whew, thank the Lord, let's walk out here with the W.
I feel that. So I think this was one of yours coming up next. We had Miami. You had Heat.
Cleveland.
We're a 5.5-point favorite. So this was one of your triple bombs. This is one of your triple babies. So you had them 5.5, and they won by 12.
Oh wow, Kyle did not do much, but I figured I was like Butler would have a better game, and Bam did. I think he still had a good game from last time.
Yeah.
The 70 rebounds, gosh, I remember I did see clicking this box to see that at least, and I was like, gosh, double.
Mm-hmm. You had over on the 209.5. which is a pretty good call. I think we mentioned last time that was probably the easier over.
Yeah. As soon as you saw it, you was like, "Oh, the easiest," and I was like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "You said the number again, 209?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't even.
definitely.
I still think let's like keep a little check mark next to that one. I think that might be one of the lowest ones we see for a while. A
Yeah,
little 209
yeah.
action.
I think
That just
yeah.
says Cleveland sucks, honestly, because we all know Miami's got at least some, some depth. They're the number
Oh yeah,
one
definitely. Yeah,
team in the East. Yeah, the number one team in
yeah,
the East right now.
yeah. Yep.
So
Yeah.
they
It's
ended up with our
just
boy Lowry, who we are trying to remember before.
yeah, it's washed up Kevin on Cleveland side on the bench, and
Mm-hmm.
then there's Darius Garland, who seems like gonna be, if not the star, I feel like he's the star, and maybe the center be next in line. But other than that, it's just like yeah, like hopefully these other pieces come to fruition. Oh, and Ranja,
Damn, they got
if
30
he
points out of Bam, out of Bio. Does he normally put up 30? He does not normally put up 30 points. I
no,
mean,
he doesn't. No,
sometimes, I
he
guess.
like it's a sometimes, but
Right.
like
He seems like he's very scattered. Like I'm looking at his last several games. We're looking at 16, 19, 30, 17, 18, 6, 30, 18, 15, 36. So
yeah. So I was gonna give him. I was like somewhere between 15, 20.
and he
I'll
averages
expect him.
19. That's crazy. Like just looking at all those numbers, I would have assumed that he averaged like a little higher than that, but damn, so he averaged
Yeah.
19, but he put up 30.
Yep.
Cool. Good for
Yeah,
him.
he have his moments, Jimmy would appreciate that because look, Kyle Lowry was only three. Like, gosh, Lee, bro, like, where's
Yeah.
that Kyle Lowry from Toronto?
Yeah, I saw that.
But he's like, hey, I'm no Russell Westbrook. I got 10 assists though.
Yeah. So that was a good one, man. That was a nice triple action.
Yep.
What do we
And
have next? Who
then
had
the next one, I think, yeah, that's me. I think
so?
Memphis, New York.
Yep. Okay, so that was a surpriser, bro. New York coming in to not let them cover. Basically, is like I would
Yeah,
have. What did they have by? Or wait, how much was Memphis by?
two. Wait, huh?
How much was Memphis favored by? 14, right?
Uh, no, 9.5.
Oh, 9.5. I'm
Uh,
looking at Miami. I'm
yeah,
sorry. I'm looking at a
yeah,
different. I'm looking at a different thing. I'm all scratched out. Yeah, 9.5. Okay. Still, might as well have been 14. It was a
right.
big number, and because New York, I guess, sucks right now. Like people kind of assume, like they're just not very good.
Yeah, because
They got Randall, and like that's it.
yeah, because that was the only thing I thought, and I was like, but yeah, I was like, apparently, like everybody got defense decently, or either they got defense or the offense is just good enough, and that's what it
Hmm.
was. Because it's like Randall had 36. It's like okay, it's expected. It was gonna be him between him and Morant, 36, 37. And then the rest of the starting five like had a decent 12, 18, 10, 23. So that was definitely what he needed to help try to get the win, but it's just it wasn't quite
But at no
enough.
point in time has a Julius Randle led team ever been expected to be like. I mean, he's like a third kind of option, or should be. I don't know if he's really evolved to that point since he was on your guys'
He
team.
Yeah, and this is what I was trying to get at from all the times when I mentioned like the Brandon Ingrams, the Jordan Clarksons, the Julius Randles,
Yeah, but
like
like this
these
though,
people, the D'Angelo Russell, yeah, like we were
I
trying to
don't
get
watch a
him
lot of Knicks
slim.
basketball, honestly.
Yeah, like so he like all these players as I mentioned, it was like they were kind of being held back, and they're like I can't really show my potential because we had so much good talent here that I don't ever get to touch the ball like I want to,
But
and
is it
this
not the
is
opposite situation here? Like they have so little talent that they need him to put up 36. Like they have nowhere else to just get those points from.
yeah, and but what you were getting at right is the saying that you
I don't
saying you
think he's a
don't
36-point player, man. Like that's like some Kobe numbers, bro. That's like I think that he's just who else is gonna score? So they just let him. They defer to him, so they allow him to. But if he was on the Lakers right now, he'd probably be scoring like 18 points or like
yeah no, and that's the thing, and that's what would happen like that's what was happening at times, and this is what I'm saying like I think people kind of made the joke of like this is the true potential of these players that left us, and
no. I'm saying
especially for
I just think because there's better options now. Because then there's AD, then there's LeBron. Like he wouldn't have the chance. Whereas if he's the only player on the court that can put up the points, he's gonna be putting up inflated points that don't really reflect his numbers.
yeah, I get you. But yeah, I get you. And what I'm saying is, I guess this is what I'm saying to say is this is the him. This is the true potential that he
And I say I hear
is.
what you're
Had he
saying, but I
had
don't
he been
think
on
you are
yeah
right.
Yeah, had he been on a team by
I
himself,
think that
and
you
he
if
started.
now if you take Julius Randle and put him on say the Celtics, that would be a more accurate representation of what he could do. Because then like how many points is he going to get on our roster right now? And it's not because he's any worse of a basketball player all of a sudden. It's just he's worse in relation to every other player on his team. Like he's no longer the best player. He's probably
Yeah,
fighting for second, if
yeah,
that. Like maybe
yeah,
even I don't know how we compare to Marcus Smart. Maybe he's fighting for third. So we'd have to see. So I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that
definitely.
on the Lakers he might have been way under. You know, now he might be way over, and maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah, definitely.
somewhere in the
I'll
middle.
give you. Yeah, I like I say we'll go for it. That is definitely like way
A
over.
little
Yeah,
half
for
and
sure.
half
Like
each way on the.
yeah,
Could be a little much, could be a little less.
yeah,
But so
because
that
yeah,
was
because
a. What did we get on that? You got a so that was a under on the negative on the point of 230. Oh wait no, yeah. Oh my, and that was another close one too by just like 2 3 points. So
yeah,
they know. And then
they
Memphis laid that egg.
know.
So oh wait no, they won. They won. They won. I'm sorry. They laid the egg on the cover. I was thinking of a different game. So they won that one. That's what's up.
Yeah, yeah. Excuse me, and I could have totally lost it. Well, lost that because Knicks had a 15-point lead, and
I saw
and
that.
so I was just like, yeah, like I mean, it's expected. Like it was like who
That was one of
you
those
guys
ones
in
that I
the
did watch the replay on, but those go
yeah,
so quick, man. Like I feel like and NFL, you get more out of watching like a 10-minute replay. Where basketball, it's like, bro, I need a 20-minute replay. Like you can't be giving me just 10 minutes of an NBA game. Like that's not enough. Like the score jumps like
yeah,
by 10, by 15. So like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I want like not the highlights. I want like the highlights and like the mid lights too. I want like more
Right.
lights. I need a little
Right.
brighten my knowledge a little bit, NBA.
Exactly.
So, bro, I
Yeah,
feel
that's
bad too, man, about this next one, man. I didn't believe in San Antonio, and they ended up biting me in the butt. I had Spurs were +7, so I got that right, but I chose them to lose, unfortunately. And
yeah.
so we had
What's the link play?
they were
Oh
playing
yeah,
Utah. So
yeah, yeah.
that's why, I was like, Utah's a really good
Yep, yep,
roster.
yep.
How am I going to pick them to beat Utah right now? But they did by 2. Dude, this might have been the craziest differential of over under that I've seen so far. The point total was 230 and a half, and it was what was it 206?
Yeah,
So that's
206.
nuts, bro. That's nuts. And so that was a good under. I was happy to get the points, but man, if I just stuck with San Antonio, had the cojones to stick with them, then I could have gotten that 3 for. But it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. It is that definitely is hurt because
That's a smart play, though, I think. So I'll probably still go with something like that in the future.
yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, this was the game that Pop had became the leader of the regular season,
I think you are correct. I think you're correct.
and
I remember seeing
yeah,
that.
for him to like when I look at his roster, it's like who who is it? Is it this Murray guy? Is he the new go to? Because this is like there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I
That Doug
definitely got
make
to go out of
I
my way
think
to
we
start
talked about the
watching
Doug.
more Spurs basketball.
Yeah, I think the Doug guy. I think we mentioned him one time before. The other than that, it's just like Keldon Johnson. I don't know. It sounds familiar. When I see Richardson, I'm like, not Jason.
How do you even pronounce that third name down, dude? Poeltl?
Yeah,
Poeltl?
right.
Poeltl?
Portal.
All
Maybe the
right,
L silent. I don't know.
Jacob it is.
All right, exactly. Yeah, Jacob.
But hey, man, shout out
So
to San Antonio. That's another.
yeah,
That's one of those quick ones, though. I don't really have too much going on with that. Although, it's like, just check any, I guess, injury report. See anyone? Oh no, Bojan Bogdanovic, man. That's how, man. You need a Bogdanovic on your team to be winning.
oh yeah, right. You know it's funny because I think when I was checking, I think someone we did the Discord ones, he's active now,
Oh my god, that's
like in
funny.
the future. So I was just like, hey.
All right.
So yeah, that definitely made the difference.
Let's see.
That's
So
actually
then we had, I think this was, you had,
yeah.
or did I have?
I had no, it was me, Phoenix.
Okay. Oh, yep. Okay, so you had Phoenix. They were a 6 point favorite, and they drop into Toronto. Drop into
Yeah,
Toronto. So that
yeah.
was on. That was a. Oh, this was the only triple threat. Unfortunately, the three. Wah, 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 bam. I'm definitely gonna find that and try and edit that into right now because so what was the over?
I'll give you some sound bites that I got plenty. Prove me
Perfect.
wrong. Let's see what you like.
Sorry, I'm
But
looking at
yeah,
like
that was
220 something. Either way, it was
yeah. Let me say you said
you
yeah.
said
I
under and it
asked
was over.
under 221 and a
Yep.
half. I
I think
said
it's set to
Phoenix
win.
to
But
win.
this is one of those things too, man. Like with the last play we were talking about, it was the right call but the wrong result. I still don't disagree with any of your actual calls. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, no, yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's definitely all right, but this guy named Gary, I made sure because I was like, that is Gary, right? Not Gray. Gary Trent Jr., Mister 42 points. You know, this is his second 42-point game this season.
all right. Well, the name is now remembered.
Yes,
The name is now remembered.
and I was like, this seems like this would be a season high. I mean, not even season high,
A
career
career
high.
high, yeah.
But technically, I went through his stats. He's been in the league for like 3 4 years, and just 2019 or 2020, he had 44. So 2 points short.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, look at you. You have your moments, your days where you're
Right,
just
right, right.
like, and if we you gotta actually click on the Toronto. So yeah, so I was like, I wonder how he did it, and I'm pretty sure he probably shot a couple threes. Man's was 8 for 11 in threes. And
Know how
when
to
I
do it for
say
you.
when I was watching the highlights, Mans was catching, shooting like Klay Thompson, just open, either open or like hitting a screen. It was just like, bam, like
Mm-hmm.
just all confidence. Like
Yeah.
who's Klay? Like I'm
Right.
Klay. So it was just like, yo, good job to Toronto. Like he came through because um, Pascal, I can never say his last name, even though I heard it. Maybe he brought his 25, but that was not going to cut it.
Right.
So this is like either Van Fleet. I was expecting to either bring it or possibly him, right? Because I looked at his numbers. Gary, he averaged like a 15 to 20, like so. That's something decent, to help for sure on the starting five. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
you
it
would
was
think,
like,
but
dang.
even then, man, Phoenix still got that deep roster. You would expect them to be able to defend and or keep up, like outscore 117. Like 117 just ain't like yeah, sure one dude got 42, but that's over
Oh
33% of the actual.
yeah, and to be honest, so this was one of those where the YouTube NBA experimenting stuff. So it was like called like close game last minute, and of course each game's going to vary. So last minute 43 seconds literally was intense. Where freaking what's your boy, Devin Booker
Hmm.
came in, shot a three, clutched it, tied up the game. I think it was like the 112 or something like that, and he had a chance to score another tie. What would he do? Airball.
Mm,
It's like,
damn.
so, and that's why it ended up being 117 to 112. So they had a chance to take it to overtime, possibly, or get the 1 point lead. I think possibly, something like that. And so yeah, so it's like
Then just some foul
Phoenix.
nonsense or whatever.
Yeah, Phoenix had the chance to win. It was a little bit of like their star kind of unfortunately choked at the end,
Yep.
and Mr. Gary Trent here was like, "Yo, like, I'm on my hot, I'm
Right.
on a hot streak with these threes." So like because people was in his face, it wasn't like it was like clear open, but it wasn't. And I wouldn't say it was the best contestants either, but still, it's just like, hey, some days some people just they feeling it, they got it. Like
Yeah.
you're in the league for a reason.
Every
You're
night is different too.
professional. Yeah, so it's
So
a
that
good
was
job for
that one.
them.
And then last one for the Friday. Yeah, this one hurt me, man. L.A. Lakers negative. You're 4.5 point favorite. So that was an excellent call against the Washington, who all they really got is like I think Porzingis really, and then you had the over under of
Kuzma.
228. Oh yeah, your other guy. So
Yep.
228. You had that clean. You had over right. Or no, you had under. You had under. That was your one loss of it. Yep. You had under, and then you had to win. So
Yeah, I
that's
had
pretty
that
good.
under because
Yep. I gotta. I
I
literally.
wasn't
I'm so dumb, bro. Like, what I'll do is I'll scratch. Like, that's why like this whole video, I'm like, huh, because I'll scratch it out if it's like wrong, and I can't read now the number, so I'm going to
right,
do a different method next week
right.
for that. But
I
it,
do it. You could do a single line. You know, already do
you
it.
literally, yeah, just a single
Or
line.
like a
You're right.
dangle
Nah,
single line.
nah,
Yeah.
you're right. I like it. Single line it is.
But yeah, like yeah, and the fact that is 231 to so it was just
Oh,
like
LeBron put up
dang.
50. That's why. I
Yeah, it
forget.
was like
I forgot
LeBron,
that
you
was that
did.
game.
Yep. That was that game. It was like, dang, LeBron, just score three less next time, yeah.
Right. Okay, fair. Right. Yeah, he ain't got to go
We'll give
that
me another
crazy.
half. Yeah, but my man was sick and tired of it. He was
Yeah,
like, yo, like, it said
putting him away.
two. Yeah, this is I can't remember if this was the second 51 because he had another 50, like right back to back or something like that, close enough. So I was just like, yeah, he's fed up. But
And I know that I haven't watched a ton of Lakers basketball this year, but I did like these uniforms quite a bit. The blue and the purple.
yeah,
It kind of reminded me of like almost like an inverse of just like kind of combination of other teams, almost like give me a little bit of like the Minnesota Milwaukee vibe, not Milwaukee, I'm sorry, Minnesota or Memphis vibes, like that kind of blue, and like with their purple, it almost seemed like a bit of like a throwback to like what is it, the what was the Lakers before, like before Los
man,
Angeles,
which I think it is because if you look at the font, it's the Minneapolis
Minneapolis,
Lakers.
yeah, because it reminds me of like you know you got those other two teams like middle of nowhere, they got that blue and then
Yep.
purple from the that Vikings part of the world.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, so that was a excellent call. I was very unhappy.
Yeah. I was like, we better not lose to the losers. I was like, come on, man. I was like, all they got is Kyle, and I was like, Porzingis is not really gonna probably do too much. So it's just like, yeah,
Ooh, I'm just skipping through, man. We missed so many games between Tuesday because we just picked on Tuesday. We only had two games apiece because I thought that'd be a little easier than picking like a bunch, adding in another full days we did on Discord. Actually, I know you guys are like, y'all did Tuesday. How do y'all do Tuesday?
right.
We did it on Discord. So if y'all weren't in our Discord, gotta get in that Discord. Come get those picks in.
Check the description.
Yep, see what we're talking about, and yeah, get your picks in as well. Let us know what you would have picked over the weekend. Maybe we can get some weekend picks in with some viewers.
Exactly. We definitely gonna be experimenting with this more and have fun with this because it's fun.
Exactly, man.
There's more to do
Long term
as
goal,
this
like we
ends.
said, man. Maybe teaser alert. Maybe try to get all the games in someday, eventually, if we can. Discord, Twitter, this, that, the whole bit.
Yeah.
But that's far, few and
Definitely
far
down the line,
between.
and it's in the pipe. It's in the
Exactly.
pipeline.
So what do we have first here? We had Memphis at Indiana. I think I had
Yeah.
Grizzlies -8. That felt pretty confident in the Lance Stevenson led Pacers. So I was like, whatever, that's fine. Like these were games too that I also didn't really get. Or actually, I did see a lot of these because they were more recent. So when I was doing all of my research, yesterday, forgetting what day of the week it was,
Right.
I was, going just back on like you're doing on the YouTube. I do the same thing, and you see all the newer games first. So I actually watched a lot of games that we didn't pick, but didn't really see a ton out of Indiana. That Jalen Smith seemed like he was doing but kind of like how we've gotten over. We'll have to watch these teams, but these middle of the pack teams, they're going to be forgotten about because they are not going anywhere. Like, are they even
Yep.
in the listing? Nope, they're not even in the top. They're not even in the plan. So you can't. You got to be at least in the plan for me to be giving it, attention to your roster at this point of the season.
Exactly.
But I did have Memphis, so they won by the 8. I had under, or sorry, I had wrong on whatever I wrote. I want to say under 233. So we were looking at a score of. Gotta scroll back up. Oh yeah,
237.
237 because Memphis wanted to go crazy, just like
Yep.
apparently did too. But Memphis to win, which is pretty standard.
And it's crazy. He didn't. Oh wow, he didn't even play that game. Ja didn't even play.
No, I heard something about an injury, this that, but I didn't. Illness, maybe he had a tummy ache. Who knows?
Yeah, because it said like injury and illness, and I would assume in illness because I felt like I was like I just seen him.
Right,
So,
right.
but yeah, these days gonna be mixed up.
Bro, maybe the theme of this week would be going off on the recap, bro. You see Kyrie's night too? Kyrie, so they got
this the 60, right?
yeah. I'm looking at 150 here. I'm like, how'd they get to 150? Oh yeah. So Brooklyn 150, Orlando 108. Who did I? This was you or this? Okay, this is me again. Whew,
Yep.
thank you, Kyrie. For once, you can help me out in my life. God. So I have Brooklyn 10-point favorite above the 231. They almost got that by themselves, 231, bro.
Exactly.
And then to win. So yeah, was it 60? It was 60. Wow.
Yeah.
It was 60. LeBron puts up 50. He's like, hold my
Yep.
beer. Hold my beer.
Yeah. YouTuber I watch that plays DBZEF, Fragment Fighters. He was like, "Yo, what they putting in that Gatorade? It's all these like 50 point plus games
I
and
mean, dude,
stuff."
it's easy when
Like,
you only play half the games. You know, you got all your energy. So,
is
I
you
mean,
said that for sure
honestly,
about
yo.
him.
And I
Yeah,
know
it's
we
okay,
touched on
KD.
this
Take a day
already,
off.
but I can't wait till postseason occurs and he actually got to play in other people's buildings. Like, I want to see, and they actually host games. Not guess not other
Right.
people's buildings. So, how, whatever. Is it just that simple? Like, he literally just isn't going to play the home games? Like, the most important ones?
Right. Exactly.
All right, cool. Whatever.
Who knows?
They'll be one and
It's gonna
done,
be some.
bro. Because I was even
It's
thinking,
finna be some serious backlash.
yo, absolutely, man.
NBA better figure it out.
I was thinking too, like Celtics, post season. I was like, who do we match up with? I'm like, all right, well, maybe we can play against, maybe Miami, maybe Philly. And then I was like, bro, Brooklyn's gonna beat our ass. But now thinking, I was like, wait, but if Kyrie's not there for half the games, then they're not going to beat our ass, and we will be fine if not win the series. So, Milwaukee too. I feel like we could do Iowa against Milwaukee. I feel like Celtics could be I was actually fearing Brooklyn the most, truth be told, of every team, but forgetting the Kyrie stipulation, which is probably why they are where they are in the standings right now.
Yep.
But yeah, I was very very happy to get that.
Barely over 50. Crazy.
You said what?
I said barely over 50. 36 to
Oh,
33.
yep. As a team. Mm-hmm. So then we got your two games. We had Miami again. You've been on that Miami train.
Yep. Because I
Uh-oh.
know they are definitely.
Oh, but this was that 14 points that I was looking at. So they were 14-point favorite against Detroit, which was yeah. Okay, so they only won by 7. So, and then we also had above 216, and I don't know if you remember that Detroit sucks. So they only put up under 100. So we only had not that. But you had Miami to win, which is all right. So 1 for 2 action there.
Oh, I said the over.
I had over.
Yeah. Okay. I can't. I was like I can't remember where I put those notes at, but that's why I was just like okay, because I felt like I should have known to go under for this, but
All right, so we checked, we confirmed. It was 2 over 216. So Detroit's sorry, they can't even get to 100. And even then, Miami's still kind of half sorry too. Like they could have done it themselves, honestly, make up the difference.
Yeah,
But then you did get Miami to win. So that always helps.
yeah, the fact that Kyle is, I let me look at Kyle's games because my boy is like 6.
I was gonna say, man, dropping that young single digit.
Yeah,
He's
like
had a few of them, man.
February. Black History Month was his month, and after
Yeah.
it did, he lost all his superpowers.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like
even then, man, his
0,
superpower is
5.
capped out at 25 points, though. So that's
Yeah, I mean that's what I expect from my guy Larry now. Like,
true.
he's been here since 2006. So yeah, he's like
Yeah,
I'm just
true,
here to
true.
be
You're
a
right.
point guard for you.
That is 100% correct. But yeah, so that was not that was
Yeah,
unfortunate.
between him and then Jimmy still having a like a bad game, good game, bad game.
Exactly. And then
Well, actually,
Adebayo didn't put up that 35 like he did the other night.
Yep.
So,
It's truly crazy. Man's had that. Okay, so we yeah. Oh, is that at the March 11th? Oh no. Okay, so no. Okay, never mind.
yeah,
So,
we're looking at the
he had it
exact same
back.
roster again, like from 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Okay, so he had a good. Yeah. I only got to use him for one good game, and now he's like, yeah,
Exactly. I was gonna say
back
same
to
roster, different scores, different outcome.
bad game. Oh gosh, crazy.
And then lastly, for the week 21, we had Phoenix at New Orleans. So you had another 3 for boom, 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 boom. Ended off on a high note, man. You had Phoenix was 6-point favorite. You had above the 225, and you had Phoenix to win. So excellent calls all around. This is another one, man, that's got that overtime kind of score, man. You would never have had, I don't think at least, scores like this back in the day.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I
the
don't
three
know if
ball,
you
dude.
want-
It's got to be the 3 ball.
Yeah, right? Because it was like I don't know if you want to say it's less defense and
No, it's gotta be the
or
3.
it's more offense or a combination. At least a combination of both.
Or
But
and then
I
like the
think-
hand
I
check
think-
too. Like I'm just thinking too, like way back. But
Yeah. I think for sure, like 3. It probably has
Probably
more
the 3
percentage
is the
of the
most,
pie.
yeah.
Yeah, like if we was to break it down, like
I agree.
it's definitely much consistent being made. Like most threes made over the past decade.
Yep.
But yeah, so yeah, that was like yeah, that's suspected because I was like it's basically I think this the same Phoenix from last time they're recording and look JaVale came through with some 19. That's nice to see getting doubles or more So, because Jay is, I don't expect him to have double
Yep.
all the time, but
Booker never
everybody
stops.
else in the
I watched
starting.
the highlights of this game, and it really did seem like just the Booker show. So that was because especially when it's the highlights, like, and they just keep showing like one player after another after another, and it's like, all right, I get it. Like they got this
Right?
guy. He's good.
Yeah, right, right. Good to see though. So CJ though, 21. Let
Mm-hmm.
me see
Exactly.
how he looking. Okay, 21, 32, 30. Okay, my man CJ say, man, whether it's Portland or here, like I'm still getting these buckets.
Yep.
I laugh at him because for him being a first round 10th pick back in 2013 is just like he's still in the hope for some success. Like when you get these first round pickers, like
Mm-hmm.
you do not want to be in the history books of like who are you again? Like,
Right.
I was the first round.
I mean, you got if you're not gonna be a Hall of Famer, man, you got to at least get a ring. So
Yeah.
hopefully he can get in there someday.
Yeah, so this is like for until what's that boy Zion comes back, it's just it's gonna
Yeah.
be the CJ slash Jonas show.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I'm concerned, I guess Herbert Jones maybe, but yeah.
But yeah, you want to jump into week 22 picks?
Yeah. What we
I
got on
believe
this
it's
page?
your turn to go first.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, I'm going to go for them, even though it's been looking bad. But I'll choose my Lakers.
You know what, bro? Because I'm generous, man. Because I'm generous. If you take him to win, I'll give you that bonus. You're at 290. And I'll give you the 300 bonus.
Okay. Well, yeah, we got
All
that. We
right,
got that.
word.
So
Because
take
I
out.
know you want to. All right, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and you're saying you're right there, and I'd feel bad denying you that bonus because it's really right there. So
All right.
I'll give you
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
leeway.
Okay. So yes, Lakers.
All right. That's a nice over under though. They knew what they're talking about with this one. This is gonna be exactly 224, 225. They
Exactly right. So what is that? 110, 112 each. Um.
112 seems like a hot
Mm,
commodity these days, bro.
yeah, but it's like, can we do it on our end? It's like, is LeBron gonna have another 60? Like,
Right, right, right.
I'm gonna put a bit of doubt. We're gonna say over.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
believe.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
gonna
Which is
believe.
great too, because that means you're rooting for that offense. So you're gonna take LeBron in the points over, and
Yeah,
then to win. Cool, cool, cool.
yeah, yeah,
Sweet. You get to see your boys on the board and my boys on the board. I don't see. Oh, I see a Boston down there. All right, cool, man.
yeah, yeah,
I'm probably have to just take the whole bit, man. I'm gonna do the
yeah.
exact same thing, man. Let's run it. Boston. I'll swallow the 9. Oh, okay. So when I saw Sacramento, I'm like, oh no, not San Antonio. I thought I was gonna say San Antonio because I see big
Right,
words. SA ends in an O. But let me take
right,
Boston.
exactly.
I'll swallow the 9. Let's go over 224.5 and to win the game.
Okay, okay. Ooh, actually, I don't know if that's good. Easy because I was like, oh, I like picking Phoenix, but then I was like, wait, Chicago has Zach Levine and um
We know.
the Rosen.
I was gonna say. I was like, yeah, we know things. I'm like, I know this. You know this. We know this.
Yes, I was just like, I was picturing his face, and I was like, I'm like, I'm not gonna say his name because I'm trying. I feel like it's the third one. I'm trying to say, but I was just
Yeah.
like, I'll just say him.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
two at least, 2 out of 3, if for sure two. So I'm going to hold off on that one. I'm not gonna get excited again. Can Jaws beat Trey's team? It was another easy one.
I got my easy one.
Okay, Dallas over Philly. Let's go.
Okay, so you're taking
So yeah, Dallas for the spread,
mhm.
and then for the under or over 110. Man, what's the lowest one this week? 217. I'll go over. I'll go over.
That's smart, yeah. So like that 209 is looking real nice right now.
Yeah.
And then you
So
said
yeah, I'll
Dallas
go
to win?
over, and then Dallas to win.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Dallas in the points to win and over. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, my easy one that I saw was let's see. Oh, damn, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I was, and I'll tell you what I was going to do. I was going to take Brooklyn, but then I realized it's a home game. So maybe you know what? You know what? Let's go the opposite end then. I'll still take that game, but now I'm going to take Portland in the points. So now I'm going to
Right.
take the 13 points, where before I was going to be like, nah, man, they've been going off. So let me take Portland in the points. Let me go with the under 225. And let's take Brooklyn to win that game because I ain't crazy. but I think the first two are reasonable.
All right. So, ooh, but then, man, some of these teams that don't have their superstars, they would hold on. So it's kind of like, I don't
Yep.
know. Can y'all do it again against
Mm-hmm.
one superstar? I'll go with it. We get it. All right. Um, I'm gonna take Utah with the spread. 7.
6.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Six
matters.
and a
That half a
half.
point matters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think I think Utah. I got
Okay.
Utah for that. 217. That's the part I was like, I feel like it should be easy, but I'm gonna go over. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go over.
Smart. I think
109.
so.
109.
I
Yeah,
agree.
109. Yeah, yeah,
I agree.
yeah. And then for Utah to win.
Smart. Okay. Cool. Good play. Good play. Smart play. Probably sharp bet. Let's say. Okay. This one's been playing out. All right. Let me take OKC plus 15. Let's go with. Yep. 15 points is a lot, man. 15 points is a
Yeah,
lot. Let me
you
take.
no, but just picking that team. But I was like, no, actually, that's I wouldn't know who to pick to win
Right.
because I would
Nah,
want to
I'm.
pick Miami.
Oh, I'm
But
taking Miami
yeah,
to win for sure, but I'm
yeah,
taking over on the 220 though. So let's go plus 15 for OKC. Let's go over on the 220. And let's take Miami to win.
yeah. Okay, yeah. No,
Bro,
no, I think I
I've
think
never
that's
seen a negative 1500 to win before, so they damn well better win. If you put up
all
$100,
right.
I think you're getting back like $6, $7 on that.
All right. Um. Okay, so then we got. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna guess Pop. I don't think his no superstars superstar list
Hmm.
team is gonna do it. So I'm gonna take New Orleans for the spread. Definitely taking that under 237.
That's a. What do they know that we don't know, bro?
I
237.
show. I will
Yeah,
give you my
no,
whole
no,
bank
I
account.
agree, bro.
I will give you money I don't
Maybe
have.
we are getting good at this game or not, because like I feel like your last two picks, I agree 100%.
So definitely go underneath it for that, and I'm going for New Orleans for the win.
All right,
So, uh,
all right, sounds
so
good to me, bro.
I can't wait for that result.
You know what? I think I will take one that you touched on before. Let me take Phoenix. I'm gonna swallow the 6. I'm gonna go. Let's go crazy, man. Let's go over that 230 action.
I think that's about right.
And then let's take because those are two heavy hitting teams, man. Those are
Yeah,
two
if
powerhouses.
Levine and Rosen are playing,
That's why I
you have a
agree with
better
you on the
chance for sure.
237.
So
Like I don't know what the hell they know. They got to assume the defense is gonna be trash, but your shots still got to be going in the bucket though. That's the deal.
exactly.
Unless they just think that's like saying all the threes are gonna go in. Because I can see if you're gonna drive to the rim and a bunch of layups and this and that, but whatever, man. Well, like you said, man, show me. And then I'll take Phoenix to win the game.
Yeah, you would think they meant to put that 237 for the Phoenix, and it's like
Or
230.
something,
That's
bro.
something.
That's like that one time we thought they made a mistake. That one might be a mistake, bro.
Yeah.
We come back, they end up putting it like one team scores like 97 points.
All right. That is craziness. Indiana, Houston. So 220. So Cleveland. I'm gonna go Cleveland spread and over on the 220
Okay,
and Cleveland for the win.
sounds good. It's funny, man.
Yeah.
Like I can tell like how confident you are based on the volume of your pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go L.A. and then this, and then I'm gonna go Cleveland. I think I'm gonna go with. All right, all right, all
Like
right.
I
I
think
know,
this
I
is
feel
right.
you, man. It
I
gets
was like,
well. See,
I'm trying to remember.
this is why I'm so happy with how good we're doing because a lot of people when you actually bet this stuff, like you don't bet every game. That'd be insane. So we're
Right.
taking every single hard one, easy one, this one, that one. So we're doing all right, man. We're doing a little something. All right, let me get what I want to consider hopefully probably an easy one. Let me take Philly. Oh no, you already took Dallas, right? You took the Dallas Philly game. Yeah, you took Dallas. Did you take Dallas Philly or no? I'm sorry.
Wait.
Very
Yeah,
top.
yeah.
Okay. My bad. Damn, I was gonna take Philly too.
Pretty-
Yeah, I think you took
Yeah, I'm pretty
Dallas.
sure. Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, Luca versus whoever's on the
Yep.
76ers.
All right, damn, you took my easy one.
No, okay. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. No, but
'Cause I was like,
you took that one,
hardcore.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because I
Because
was
I
like,
forget sometimes. We talk about it, and then sometimes we take it.
exactly, yeah. Because I was trying to remember who was on the Sixers, and I was like, oh yeah, isn't it Harden now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, hopefully I'm right.
All right. Well.
Gotta get used to that. Is
Well, I
Harden
just
the
thought
name?
you were really confident in it, but hey, here's what it is.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see. Some of these, just so y'all know, some of these picks is because I'm forgetting what these new teams are looking like now. So
True. True.
I'm still trying to learn.
All right, man. Since these aren't getting any easier, let me take. Man, they are not getting easier. All right, whatever. I'll just take the next in line then. Let me take 5 seems like a big number for New York to be favored by over Washington. So let me take the 5, the +5 for Washington. Let me take under 224 because I have no confidence in either of these teams. And I'll take New York to win, I guess, because they're favored. That's my only logic. This is a tough bet, so I got no backing for this, man.
All right, I wanted to go Washington.
Let's see Randall do it, man. Let's see
Yeah, I wanted to go Washington, but I was like, because it's like Washington just showed us they as a team they could get the possibly, but I was like Randall just showed I can win it for us,
bro. Okay,
so
we
like,
got it.
I don't know.
What are the colors for the New York Knicks?
Orange and blue.
Orange Julius.
Oh,
got him. Let's go.
Oh, good. All right, so
I'm so glad you led with orange too, because I'm like blue and orange. But yeah, you did me good there.
all right, so we got
We're getting down there now. I was choosing between that and like I saw Memphis, Atlanta, and then the Clippers, Utah
right
still
there.
on the board too. So I think those are the only 2 left. I want to say.
yeah. So we say we're saying Utah, Clippers, and
Memphis, Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I want to say we took 5 and 5 so far.
All right, so I'm definitely gonna take the smaller under, or over under. So I'll take cause he's back. So Utah over. So I'm gonna take Utah in the points, and then I'll take over 217. Yeah, 270.5 exact, and I'll take Utah for the win.
Okay. Well, you know what, man? I think I'll stick with. Actually, you know what? I'll go with a little bit decent of a play. I'm gonna go with the 2.5. I'm gonna take over the 236, and I'll take Atlanta to win because I'm rooting for some action. And those again seem like 2 pretty high powered offenses. So
They are. So yeah, we're saying 118 each, and I mean it's possible.
And like Memphis,
possible
Atlanta,
this
like
NBA.
that seems like 2.5 seems like I could go either way. So I'm gonna take Atlanta because it's home. Trey, Ja was out for a little bit. Maybe he's still got a bit of tummy ache. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, for what was that? Yeah, 3 days ago. Yeah, Memphis had 135. So,
Exactly.
yeah, Memphis did their part.
But yeah, man. Yo, hey, good job, man. I think we're flying through this one. So hopefully we try to respect everyone's time. We're trying to keep these under an hour. This one might be a little bit over, but
Yeah,
thank you all so much
this
for.
was pretty
Yeah, but we for how much we covered though, we did pretty good. So we're gonna be trying to cover more and more of the league in as less time as possible. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, be sure to join that Discord. Check the description. And hopefully you'll be picking Discord picks with us too. And catch you next episode.
Exactly. Let us know some of your hot picks going into the postseason because what team is hot, what team is maybe cool enough. We'll get to it, but like I want to hear some teams that y'all think are just they're gonna take it. They're gonna take the whole thing, or at the very least, the conference. Like, who's gonna be your picks coming out of the East and out of the West? Like, let's get some of that in the comments. Like, that's what I want to see because right now it seems pretty up in the air for a lot of teams. Like, it's pretty. It could go either way, and that's a good. Those are my favorite season, man. It's just like the NFL. It was a good postseason in both. That seems pretty good. Another good one.
Hopefully. Hopefully, that's all we could ask for. So
exactly.
I ain't gonna lie to you though with this whole little playing thing. I don't know, but
yeah, we'll see.
I just seen that that's starting like second week of April, so like April 13th or something like that.
It's coming,
I was gonna
bro.
mention it to you, so yeah, it's coming. It's around the corner. So we getting to the end of the regular
March Madness
season,
brings April craziness, bro.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, yeah, we're not gonna coin that. It's just give college. I'm not trying to. But
Man.
yes,
But pleasure as always, and
yes, as
until
always. See
next
you
time.
guys next episode. This is.